I may or may not be sitting in this awkward position just so I could feature my little plant today. Her name's Fernie, in case you haven't watched my previous videos, and she's very new and she hasn't died yet, so I'm really happy about that. This is beyond the point. Anyway, I'm making this video because I wanted to do an experiment. I went out today and got some stinging nettles because I read somewhere online that they actually make a really good dye. They dye your clothes green, so I'll match my little plant right here. Obviously, I'm using this 100% linen fabric. I'm very aware that this isn't pure white, so it's not going to go the exact colour that I saw online. This is why I'm experimenting. I want to see what colour it comes out, and I want to see if I like it. If I do, I'm wondering if I should actually dye my top that colour. This is an experimenting day, so I'll take you guys along for the ride to see whether this turns out well or not. So, let's go. I had to leave the stinging nettles in the water for the whole night, so this is actually the next day now. It seems to be dark enough, so I'm going to try and dye my fabric in this. It looks like I'm going to have to reheat this because this has just kind of been cooling down all night. So I put it back in the pan after I've strained it, and then I had to pre-soak some fabric in some soy milk. I mean, I had some soy milk in the fridge. It may have like loads of additives in, like sugar and whatnot, so I'm not entirely sure this is going to work. But I'm going to put it in anyway and see what happens. Oh wait, is this supposed to be dry? What's the worst that can happen? I'll put that on for a while. I decided to do some avocado pits as well, since I had some, so let's try that. I'm just boiling away some avocado pits and its skin, so literally just half an avocado skin and a pit. I'm only dyeing a little bit of fabric, so I thought it'd be interesting to see what the results came out like with my fabric in particular. The other one, oh my god, let me show you. So I'm not sure what's going on with this one. This one is really annoying me. So this is the stinging nettle one, and for some reason there's loads of bits. Sorry, I just completely blurred the camera. For some reason there's loads of bits and it's not even dyeing. I mean, it's not even been here an hour yet, so we'll have to see how it goes. I'm going to leave it in here for a few more hours, see what happens, but honestly, I don't have the most faith in this one. I think my mistake was this. So what happened was, it told me not to boil it because we don't want to cook the nettles or whatever. There's a blog that I read. I'll post it down below so you can see as well. It told me not to boil it, and I did everything perfectly until until I strained all the leaves out and it was all clear and everything, and I put it back in its pot and I turned it on and I got distracted doing something, I can't remember what, and then before I knew it, it was boiling, and then a bunch of stuff was floating around on the top. I think it was like the resonance of the stinging nettle leaves. I just thought, okay, I put the fabric in, see what happens. I mixed it around and it hasn't gone away and it's not dying. So I think I've done something really wrong. Hopefully won't be too much of a lost cause because I've decided to do the avocado pit as well. We're going to see how that one turns out. I've seen some amazingly beautiful results online, but again, my fabric is not pure white, so I think my results will be very different to the ones I've been seeing online. Either way, it will create more of a warmer colour, so I think that'll be quite nice. Stay tuned to see how much worse this can get. Okay, let's just all agree that I'm a huge fail. I left this downstairs as it's boiling away. I came downstairs and all the water had disappeared. So, and then the fabric itself just started to cook. So I'm going to take things into my own hands. I just got loads of stinging nettles, I got some water, I've put it on to boil. I got some the old fabric and I'm just chucking it in there. We'll wait a couple of hours and see what we get. I have an update. Things haven't gone quite to plan. Okay, I'll show you the stinging nettle one first. As you all know, I somehow messed up my dyeing process. First of all, I boiled it, which is not what you're meant to do when you're using stinging nettles, because then it separates the stinging nettle, whatever it is, from the water and creates those little bits everywhere, which is really annoying. And then I left it too long and all the water bubbled away, and I literally just had a piece of fabric in a dry pan just kind of burning. So that may have messed up the soy milk process that I did before. I got Alpro soy milk and I just put it in with the material and let it soak overnight, which is meant to be really good at kind of prepping the material in order to absorb all the pigment. So I did that. It was a complete disaster after that. So you know what, I just thought, fuck it, I'm gonna do this my way. And I've got lots of water, I got loads of stinging nettles, I just chucked it in the water and I put the fabric in with it. I just let it bubble away for ages. And I ended up with this kind of concoction. I still have the piece of fabric in here, so let me show you. Original fabric and its colour. So there's not a huge amount of change in colour, but where there is change, I'm not really liking it. And I'm very aware that this wasn't exactly white when I first started off with it. So, but who knows, this could look completely different when it's finished. I'm going to leave this in here overnight. So you can see it is green, but it's not the nicest colour in the world. Compare it to its original. Oh, there's a huge change though. It's a massive change. It's just like a really muddy green. It's not really nice. But I can't speak too soon because this isn't dried and it's not finished, you know, dyeing. So this is just a quick update to show you how it's all going. But the reason why I wanted to show you this update, because this avocado pit, oh my god, the avocado pit and avocado skin is freaking beautiful when you use it to dye with. Honestly, it's so beautiful. I was not expecting to see this result. Look how red this goes. Isn't that crazy? This is from avocado pit and avocado skin. The avocado pit is brown and the avocado skin is green. So how on earth does it make this colour? It's like beetroot almost. It's beautiful, that's what it is. Anyway, I'll show you how the fabric is looking because that is intense. Okay, are you ready? Isn't that insane? Isn't this so beautiful? Like, honestly, compare it with the original thing. Seriously, this is the result you get from it. Let's just zoom in on this because that's how beautiful it is. Gonna zoom right in. Can you see this? See, it's just incredible. It's still wet. I'm still going to leave this in here for overnight to see what happens. I honestly can't believe how beautiful this is. I hope this kind of stays this dark / goes darker because this is so intense. I'm actually loving this one so much. I may have to do my top in that, and I may have to do loads of other things as well with that colour because I'm loving it so much. As you can see, these are the 2 test dyes that I'm doing so far. So far it's been a wild ride and it's trial and error for sure. But I'm going to see what this looks like tomorrow. I will update you then. But for now, I think I'm going to end this video here because it is the end of the day for me and I'm feeling kind of tired. So thank you for watching. If you want to see more of my content and see kind of more of my vlogs and my journeys and how I become more sustainable, kind of think of solutions that could possibly help in wider society and inspire people to do the same thing. If you want to see that, then please subscribe and support my channel. Also, comment as well. I'm really interested to see what you guys think. Ciao for now.